right, thank you so much, David. And an update to a story that we brought you yesterday morning. We now know at least 2 people have been found dead after a fire at an Oshawa home. 2 others are still unaccounted for. So this fire broke out just after 1 in the morning yesterday. 5 people, including a 10-year-old child, they were able to get out of that home. They were taken to hospital. Neighbors telling City News they did not hear any fire alarms. So again, 2 people are still unaccounted for. Crews will be back this morning to continue their search. Now, we are standing by live at the scene this morning, and this is what it looks like. This again on Olive Avenue in the area of 401 and Harmony Road. Officials say this home is unstable, making it difficult to enter. A special team from Toronto was actually called in to help out. It's not clear what the cause of this fire was. The Ontario Fire Marshal's Office is investigating, and we are expecting another update a little bit later on today. Let's get to Bradford now, where Ontario Fire Marshal investigators will be there at Holland Street West today after yesterday's massive apartment blaze that sent 11 people to hospital, 4 in critical condition, and displacing about 100 residents.
People were trapped on various balconies. First crews arriving were faced with a lot of smoke and flame coming out of the 5th floor.
And the cause of this fire is still unknown. It is unclear when residents will be allowed back in. Engineers need to examine it for structural damage. Okay, happening right now, we are also watching another fire. This is in New York, a nursing home. 1 firefighter and several others are right now unaccounted for. So we're going to bring you to this live shot. Absolutely horrible to see here. Smoke pouring through this rubble. This is the Evergreen Nursing Home in Spring Valley, a suburb of New York City. A firefighter has been missing inside this blaze for at least an hour. And as we know, several residents are unaccounted for. Another firefighter was taken to hospital, and part of this building has collapsed, as you can see. Crews and other jurisdictions from across various areas have been called to the scene. This began just after 1:30 this morning. We're going to continue to monitor this situation in New York for you throughout the morning. Let's get you the latest now in COVID-19 of phase 2 of the rollout plan here in our province. It's going to begin next month. The government officials are now confirming that restaurant workers and teachers will be eligible for a shot. But the Premier says supply is still a major hurdle.
Ontario's capacity to deliver vaccines continues to increase. And the reality is we don't have anywhere near enough doses. We need the federal government to ensure we get a steady and reliable supply of vaccines.
Residents who cannot work from home, like teachers and restaurant workers, they could get that shot toward the end of phase 2. Government officials say that may not happen until June. And Toronto continuing to ramp up vaccinations with another mass vaccination site opening up in the city. Thorncliffe Park Community Hub will begin offering shots tomorrow, becoming the city's 10th mass immunization site, but only the 4th to begin handing out vaccines. 1,200 doses are expected to be administered tomorrow. Thorncliffe Park has one of the city's highest COVID case rates. And coming up just after 7 o'clock, we're going to be speaking with a local doctor about how the city plans to address vaccine equity and hesitancy concerns. Well, a day after AstraZeneca reported its COVID-19 vaccine showed strong results in a long-anticipated U.S. study, health officials now saying information may have been outdated. The Data and Safety Monitoring Board saying in a statement it was concerned that AstraZeneca may have provided an incomplete view of the efficacy data, which could potentially stall approval for the shot's use in the U.S. This is the latest public misstep for the company's rollout, I should say. But officials here in Canada maintain its safety and effectiveness. Let's get to Colorado now. 10 people are dead, including a police officer, after a mass shooting at a local supermarket.
We will be here working night and day. We have 1 suspect in custody. I want to reassure the community that they are safe.
A vigil taking place last night for Officer Eric Talley, an 11-year veteran of the police force and a father of 7. He was first to arrive at the scene at King Soopers grocery store in Boulder. It happened around 2 p.m. local time. 9 other victims have not yet been identified. A man was seen taken away in handcuffs here. It is not clear if that is the suspect. Police adamant there is no threat to public safety. The motive is still unclear. All right, your time right now is 6:09. We're going to take a quick break, but coming up next, if you are looking to buy realty in cottage country, yeah, it's going to cost you. Mike Eppel with the price tag after the break.